Hello there gang, DD DeVere here, just playing a little bit of 0304. I'm assuming that's a time, AM or PM, who knows what clock they're using, 24 hour or 12, it doesn't make it specifically clear. So let's leave that conundrum hanging for now and have a look at what we get with the way of settings. Now you've got a few, I'm not as you say, I'm playing this relatively scaled down for a reason, which we'll talk about when we get in game. We get a couple of audio settings. You get some brightness and contrast settings. So all in all, so far so good. Controls, they are not rebindable. What you see is what you get. Which flashlight on the L. It's a bit of a cumbersome one. With that, we see what we get content-wise. Here you get a story mode, a hardcore mode, which is the story with no checkpoints. No checkpoints, no weapons, knife, phone, and first aid kits, and no savings. You'll have to play it in a sitting. Luckily, the actual game, you can save. It does have checkpoints. I find it as an arena mode, so that we'll look at some story. And let's start a new game. April the 3rd, 2017, the date of your death. You were exactly on the train that arrived on Metro Station with the bodies of innocent, already dead people. You are a sinner. Oh, we're all sinners of a sort. Only by redeeming your most terrible sins committed in life can you get from purgatory in the best place. Get out of your dirty soul. So I'm guessing this is a Russian with a Google Translate in between some. It does tend to lose something in translation, this game. I get what they're going for though, so we won't be reading any of the text messages we get, because it's well, I was quite impressed, to be honest with you. Well done, JPEG of Pain, very topical, very controversial. So right click to look at your phone if you want to look at it. I'm glad that someone special like you will keep me company, blah 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 blah, amidst the oven, the purgatory or whatever this is supposed to be. Which is we've just got to get here. So the visuals are a bit rough in all honesty. So this is where the controls are somewhat cumbersome. F to open doors, but E doesn't do anything, but L to turn your lights on and off. So wouldn't it have made more sense to have E activating things and F just to turn the lights on and off? And there is no way to rebind your controls. Now my mouse is jamming up a bit and it's often that disconnect. Now I've now got the cursor on my screen. Well, that's not such a bad thing. So there is some strange performance lag. That's why I've got my visuals turned down. I hope to sort of try and assuage it somewhat. So most of what this game goes for in the way of horror is mostly sound and ambience. Ooh. But sometimes picking things up and activating hotspots on doors and such like can be slightly laggy as well, in all honesty. That's the slight cumbersome issue. See there, I had to keep hitting it a few times before it finally woke up. Yes, thank you. Oh, that time round it picked everything up quite instantly. You do visit a few different places throughout the game. Even a cutscene. I didn't really need that to be oh, see, so I was going to try and stealth find it. No, one nice touch, you can check your ammunition by holding Q. 8 of 12. And the gun is undoubtedly the best weapon to have. As you see there, it has a light on it as well. Sneaky, sneaky. Surprise! Yeah, so although the initial bunker's not particularly impressive, it's not the worst looking game in the world, but there are better areas you will go through later on in the game. Ooh, don't catch yourself on that. You might catch tetanus out of it, being as we're dead. So some sort of purgatory type thing. We did that way. We're just looking around for the where we came in here. Anything here? There's not a lot to interact with, in all honesty. It's not the deepest of games. Most of the times there's a door locked, find a key for the biggest part. Let's have a look around here. In certain areas you can sort of pretty much ignore a lot of some areas once you know where you're going. Full health anyway, so I shan't worry too much about that. At least the load times are mercifully short. And the fact you actually have loads and saves, it's quite a rarity. See, locked, need key. We always. Where would key be? Oh, let's keep going around looking for things. Oh, there's a few bugs with the sound as well. The soundtrack sort of keeps cutting in and cutting out. Unfortunately. I have a sneaking suspicion I'm not supposed to be going around stealth assassinating all these demons, but I'm supposed to be approaching this with a little bit sort of more fear and loathing. Still, what can you do? Enemy-wise, they're not terrible designs. In all honesty, let's see here. I'm getting a lot of lag in this area. I really am. Unfortunately, so yeah, there's a few performance issues and a few bugs. Well, nothing too terrible by and large, such as there was one earlier on where I jumped on a table and I got stuck on the table. How much are we doing for ammo? And it's just that sort of slightly lagginess on the slight lagginess on the controls that does make things a bit more annoying than it need to be. It's incredibly off-putting trying to... My cursor is throwing me off on the aim. Not as sure there's much difference in whether you aim down sight or not in this sort of game. Weapon wise, you're fairly limited to what you've got. Oh, and the enemies are, if they get within range, they just basically have a hit area around them that they will damage you. And all in all, for a little cheap game, it's not the worst thing in the world. Certainly one of the better. It is a Unity. It's built on a Unity engine. This is definitely one of the better efforts out there. Even if it's not the greatest looking. Right, that's what we were after. Right, I'll take that ammunition with me. At least in the standard game mode, it's not that hard to keep yourself topped up. So there, it's within range. So he gets to damage me, but I'm only playing through quickly. So if it's a gameplay video, so I shan't worry myself too much about my health and ammo stocks. That's it. You sit down, have yourself a little sleep. So there, the music sort of starts to play and something, and it all cuts out again. So I think there's actually supposed to be a full soundtrack over all of this, but you won't hear a lot of it, unfortunately. So again, it just sort of, I suppose once you factor in the low cost, it's not terrible. There's a few bits like down here that get a bit it's a bit buggy around here. So this one, oh no, it's fixed itself this time. Hello, where'd you sit down? I was trying to talk to people and how rude. Oh no, it hasn't bugged out this time. This was first time I played through this bit was very buggy, let's just put it that way. So what we might do is maybe just have a quick look at the wave shooter mode, the arena mode. It's not brilliant, but it's extra content, and I'm not sure I'd want to be trying this with the no save hardcore mode. That's perhaps for a more seasoned gamer than I am these days. It does have a few moments where it likes to drop enemies on you at short notice. Story-wise, yeah, it's the usual. You've done something wrong. You must now seek redemption. Blah 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 blah. All the usual. The usual like that. Also, because of the translation issues, does lose something. It has to be said. Well, I mean, does it lose anything? It's not a story that's going to cause just make you think too hard. Well, yeah, yes and no. So it is. The thematics behind it are certainly quite not controversial. Very topical, in fact, if anything. Just very surprised that a low-cost game developer of this. No, we can't jump over there. That's a shame. Sort of low-cost, new developer would tackle sort of quite a meaty subject. So yeah, we'll do that now. We're back to the menu. So the audio itself, when you get to hear some of it, it's actually pretty good. It's just a pity it keeps bugging out. So let's have a quick look at the arena mode. So the longer you stay alive and the more you kill, basically your score goes up. So we start with a knife. There is only 3 weapons. You also get a bit more health in this mode. Oh right, it's giving me the gun at the start this time round. Good, good, good. I don't know if there's different maps for this in arena mode. I don't know if it's got a beating or an end to it, or it's just this one map. No idea. Couldn't tell you there. I must have more ammunition than that, surely. Ah, good. There we go. Oops, that was a bad time to reload. don't appear to have light on the gun in this mode, but then again, you don't really need it. You're not looking for anything, at least as far as I know. In the campaign itself, you only get the 2 guns, the shotgun and the pistol that we saw. Oh, well, you pack that in, son. Come on, pick it up. This is where the slightly lagginess is not appreciated. Probably don't want to stand straight on top of the spawn point though. That's probably not helping. Come on, let's have that health and let's get clear from here. These things spawn in again at a relatively decent rate. So I definitely want Makarov more than at the moment, more than I want Mac 10. Shoot them in the zone. We can. Haha! Very good. Come on, keep picking stuff up. Yeah, the soundtrack's not terrible. Would have been better in the actual campaign. So at the moment, it's all fairly straightforward and easy. Oh right, there we go. Right, yes, the 4 key for the access to the SMG. What the? Came in below the radar there. Stealth enemy. So there's very little reason to use it, not to want to use anything but the Mac 10, really. Most ammunition, highest rate of fire, and a quick mag change. Let's give this shotgun a go for completion. Slow rate of fire. Not very good up close. At a distance, sorry. And a slow reload. So I suppose it might be usable now at this sort of low area. Oh, what? See? Reload it. I think switching back to the Mac will be the obvious solution here. Why can we not dual wield? That's a shame. Missed opportunity there. Alright, let's get some more ammunition in. Oh, I don't know why I keep pressing E there to pick things up. So it feels most natural. It would be to pick E. Oh, hello. Right, we need to go back and get that. We need to beat a retreat here. There's that med kit here. Yeah, developer dude, it really would be quite a good idea if you was to do one last key bindings, put use on the E key. Right, we need some more ammo somewhere. There we go. Yeah, put use on the E key and put lights on F. That really would make a lot more sense. See, I don't actually need that health. Pick it up. Notice the tension's getting a bit more bit more upbeat right now. I'm getting a bit low on the old ammo, so I'll try and find some somewhere. That just looks like health kits, though not that we don't need them. Again, that was a fairly quick pickup here. Oh yeah, hip spray does work pretty well. Sit it down. Didn't mean to switch to that one. Wanted me SNG here. See, because how laggy things are for picking up. Right, let's just try and weave. Let's try and get some ammo and some health. No, this isn't probably going to end very well. Keep sprinting, idiot. Oh, we're out of ammunition. I'm going to guess this is game over. Come on, pick it up, you... Whew. And last second reprieve. Go down fighting. You know that, gang. What? I got less score this time than I did my first time I played it. Yeah, I killed way more. I killed way more there than I did the first time I played it. What the... Well, that's possibly another bug. Honestly, this is the second go at this wave I've had. And the first time round, as you see, I got this 6,340. I didn't last anywhere near to that level of intensity. They wiped me pretty quickly in comparison. In fact, I'd only just got the shotgun when they killed me. It just didn't spawn for whatever reason. Not as you saw there, not that it's any use. So yes. So you get your content's worth. It's not the greatest arena shooter, but it's extra, which is always nice. Apparently this is a JPEG of Painter developer. This is his first game. So, you know, he tackles although the story itself is very basic, the actual thematics behind it are actually, quite impressive. That he's chose to tackle something so very topical, I suppose, would be the word. Certainly a very modern 21st century subject. But yeah, story-wise itself is nothing too gripping. Action, yeah, overall it's decent enough. It's not a particularly scary game. It's more action horror, with the emphasis on the shooting rather than the survival horror, sort of early Resident Evil style games. But it's only £1.70. It's about a couple of hour campaign out of it, and a bit of hardcore mode if you fancy having a crack at it that way, as well as the arena mode. So all in all, this is, outside the performance issues and the bugs, a few little bugs and glitches, and the control key binding. Seriously, dude, just one last patch, put lights on F and put U's on E, and maybe tighten up the little hot boxes for picking things up and opening doors would also certainly help smooth out the experience. But other than that, as for his first game, not a bad first effort in all honesty. So anyway, we'll conclude our dealings here. 0304 AM PM never does get answered really, in all honesty, which is a great shame, as that's going to keep me up late at night wondering about that one. So anyway, thanks for taking the time to watch the video. Hope you found it useful and entertaining in some way, and as ever, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to let me know that you are alive, and I shall see you all next time. Bye for now.